All right, guys, I'm going to tell you something that literally no other travel channel is going to tell you. Your fears around solo travel, they're valid. They might even be rational. Yeah. And if someone has ever looked you dead in the eyes and said, just take the trip, you'll be fine, well, then that person has probably never traveled solo, or they just have no self-awareness. As somebody who has taken over a dozen solo trips, I can tell you exactly which one of your fears are rational, which ones are your brain being dramatic AF, and what to do about all of them. Real quick before we get into it, I want to be clear. I was not born a fearless traveler. Yes, I have loved globes since I was a little girl, but if you watch this video right here, I'm pretty honest about how terrified I was to take my first international solo trip. I have made every mistake you can make. I have booked the wrong accommodations. I have booked the wrong plane ticket. I have gotten so very lost. But when we go through these fears today, I'm not going to give you the everything was magical version of things, because that's not real. I'm going to tell you what I struggled with, what I did about it, and how I really felt. If you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. My name is Christina. I was a full-time nomad for 7 years, traveling the US, Southeast Asia, and Europe, and these are some of my stories. Let's talk. Fear number one, what if something goes wrong and I'm completely alone? Okay, I want to start with this one because this is the fear that's really underneath all the other fears, right? So I'm going to tell you right now, something will go wrong. Absolutely. It's life. Of course it will. You will get double booked in your hostel. You will miss your flight. You will get sick. That one is so hard. Trust me. But the thing that I've learned with over a dozen solo trips, self-reliance. Each time that you solve a problem, you get a little bit stronger and a little bit more confident in yourself. Because when you have nobody else to turn to, you have to solve the problem yourself. And with every single trip, that confidence compounds until you look in the mirror and you're unrecognizable because you can stand on your own 2 feet. Fear number 2. I'll be lonely the entire time. Okay, I want to be honest about this one because the first 2 to 3 days, I will admit, they can get a little bit lonely. But there's something that happens around day 4, and you just really start to enjoy being alone. I mean, you really enjoy your own company. Some of the best memories that I have are from going out to eat, sitting at a table alone, ordering what I wanted, staying for as long as I wanted, not having to hold a conversation with anyone. And you know, when you're alone, it opens you up to talk to other people. Sometimes when you travel in a group, you have your built-in social bubble and no one approaches you. When you're alone, people aren't afraid to come say hello. Quick tip, if you want to meet people, just do a tour in every city. A walking tour, a food tour. I did a really cool Murals of Colombia tour a few years ago. And you meet people within the first 20 minutes, I promise. Fear number 3, eating alone is going to be humiliating. You guys, there used to be a social stigma attached to eating alone, but because of our good Lord, Sir Anthony Bourdain, that just doesn't exist anymore. He spent his entire career eating alone at noodle carts and food stalls and hole-in-the-wall restaurants all over the world. And he made it look like the most dignified thing that someone can do, which, for the record, it is. If you aren't ready for a solo table yet, that's okay. Just sit at the bar. It's built-in conversation. It's a great way to learn about the area, and you might leave with a friend or two. Fear number 4, my family thinks it's dangerous and I can't get their voice out of my head. Now this one is a fear that's a little underrated because it's not even your fear. It's somebody else's fear that you are letting live in your head rent-free. Okay, so here's what I found to combat that. Give them information. Give them your itinerary. Let them know where you're going to be staying, your flight number. Decide on one time every day to check in, even if it's just a quick text or I had this awesome lunch. As long as they have information, that takes away the fear, because it's not really the trip that they're scared of you going on, it's the fear of the unknown, which is what really gets us too. So the best thing you can do is give them information. It beats fighting with them. Trust me on this one. Hey, if this is landing for you so far, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. We've got 3 more fears to get through, and honestly, the last one, nobody really talks about, but I think it might be the most important. Let's keep going. All right, fear number 5. I'm gonna get lost and I have no idea where I'm going. Okay, yeah, I could see how this could be alarming, overwhelming, a little scary even. But can I tell you something? The best, most memorable days I have of any trip are from when I got lost. I will even block out specific days to leave my hotel or Airbnb with no purpose and no direction. Just walking down the street until something catches my attention. Getting lost is how you discover the best parts of a city. You need to get a little lost every once in a while. It's only if you try to schedule every second and every minute of your trip that getting lost is a problem. It's just your mindset. Build in enough time to let yourself get lost. Practical tip, this is something I do before every trip. First, download Google Maps offline. Second, take a picture of your accommodations address so that you can access it without the internet. Third, stash $100 of cash somewhere in your suitcase or your toiletries kit for emergencies. Fear number 6, I can't afford to travel solo. Here's how I approach budgeting for my solo trips. I had a number in my bank account and that was my budget. And I just lived on it until it ran out. That's it. No spreadsheets, no color coding, just a number and a passport. And you know what I learned? Is that your dollar doesn't act the same all over the world. I mean, it's value arbitrage, right? So our value of the dollar in the US is going to be exponentially different than, let's say, Southeast Asia. I mean, I've stayed at the Intercontinental in KL and Le Méridien in Bali and Shangri-La in Chiang Mai. I mean, these excellent 4- and 5-star hotels that are $100 a night, give or take. It's not so much about luxury travel versus budget travel. It's just going where your dollar stretches farther. And once you learn that, luxury and budget travel become the same conversation. You can budget and have luxury as long as you know the right places to go. Fear number 7, what if I hate being alone? I saved this one for last because it just doesn't get enough attention. This fear isn't about the destination. It isn't about the trip. It's just about spending uninterrupted time with yourself. And for some people, that is genuinely scary. That might be the single best reason to go. Not because solo travel is therapy, so don't cancel your therapist, but because when you spend real uninterrupted time with yourself, you get to learn who you are behind it all. Our days now are so full of screens and social media and productivity and hustle. And when you take all that away, who are you at the bottom of it all? Some people never find out or don't want to. And traveling solo gives you nothing but time to sit and Think about who you are and who you want to be, and discover the deepest parts of yourself that you maybe didn't have access to before. So, 7 fears. That's it. Some of them real, most of them manageable, and at least a couple of them worth feeling because it means you're taking this seriously. Now, the goal here is not to have 0 fear before you leave, right? Because that's just not realistic. A little bit of fear is healthy. But here's what I do want to do. I want to give you guys one small challenge before the next video. Not book a flight. We're not there yet. That's too big. I just want you to drop in the comments below where the first place you want to travel solo is. Because naming the fear takes the power away. And that's it. Just name it. Because that makes it real. And making it real is the first step to going. So let's hear it. Where do you guys want to go? In the next video, we are going from fear to action. I will be giving you guys a step-by-step roadmap of exactly how to plan your first solo trip. Now, if that sounds useful to you, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.